I know by now you are absolutely shaking in your boots, thrilled to know that altcoin season and the time that you have been waiting for, patience is the key, of course, is about to happen in the next few days to couple weeks, possibly. Now, of course, we don't have a genie in a lamp that's going to tell us, but of course, the data and the evidence that I have been sharing with you for mementos to come and happening here on this Bliss channel and community has been monumentous in guiding you to where we are at in this season and this cycle right now. Without hesitation, I want to take you through the most beautiful moments of a couple items of news, where we're at, and exactly what is happening right here, right now. Welcome back to the Crypto Bliss community, and thank you for being here with me once again. Now, before I go on, I'm going to go a little bit backwards today. I got wiped out of one of my trades that was Arweave, so be it, and it is what it is. Okay, a couple more of my trades with the day has fallen into the red zone here. You can see now, let's see here, 1 trade, 2 trade, 3 trade, 4 trade, 5 trades out of the 24 are within the red. Okay, so like I say to you, don't always expect to see them in green. As long as you've prepared yourself and you keep maneuvering your positions, adding to your positions, managing your positions is the correct route, right? And that's all you would know if you have been part of my community for some time. So if you are not, please go ahead and subscribe to the Crypto Bliss community. I'm constantly bringing you alpha, especially with all the news coming in hot right now. Let us go and dive right in. PayPal, $63 billion giant, is ready to integrate Bitcoin into its peer-to-peer payments. How incredible is it? This is happening right now. And the best investors in the world are really good at doing nothing for long periods of time. If you didn't like that, if you didn't understand that, push pause on this video right now and read that a few times. But ultimately, what it actually means is that you as an investor, if you want to make the most amount of money, do as little as possible for as long as possible and gain where it matters. Buy in times of fear and profit in times of greed. Isn't this interesting, right? Bitcoin will checkmate the whole system. Goldman Sachs, Citi, Wells Fargo, European Central Bank, Bank of America, JP Morgan, and the Federal Reserve. It literally is checkmating. And that's why FedPal, with everything that has been happening right here, with all of the Clarity Acts, the Genius Acts, and so on and so forth, the absolute powerful statement here right now, my friends, is that Bitcoin, once these interest rates get cut on Wednesday, and I expect a big cut, I do, and so do some other people, including Trump. Now, my friends, we know that Trump hasn't won a single moment with Mr. Powell throughout the new term of Trump. However, I do believe that we will consider seeing a very strong rate cut, 50 basis points at the very least, and possibly even more to come in October, December, and 2 more early next year. Now, if you come over here to my Twitter page, yesterday I posted this post here. If we're going to have a look at this post, right, it shows us 10 out of 14 rate cuts in the red circles, all ended up in a recession that followed somewhat soon after, okay, quite soon after, actually. Then there is 4 out of the 14 rate cuts that were actually delayed in the recessions, right? This one particularly took a long time, and then rate cuts increased, and we didn't actually get any recession here until here. And then The next time here, we fell, rose a bit, and then once we started, you can see that once we started here, we were going down already for a few months before the recession actually hit, and then more interest rate cuts happened. The same thing here. This went sideways and then popped up, and then only once it dropped hard and interest rates started falling very fast, which is what I've just said could be happening, then we saw a recession. Same thing again. And now have a look. We're in the green here right now because technically we've dropped here, just like this area. Could we drop and kind of hover around here for a little bit? Drop 50 basis points and then hover around a little bit? Well, my friends, we're going to have to see. But go and check that post out on my Twitter page. Next, you can see here that in 2018, so 2017 to 2018, massive. Boom. Okay. 21, boom. 25, boom. Altcoins versus Bitcoin. The others, BTC, market cap, crypto cap. Okay. This is insane. Disbelief before it lit off. Same setup, same outcome. 25, the pattern repeats. Wealth is built where disbelief peaks. Ignore it now and you'll FOMO when alts go parabolic. My friends, if you've been part of the Crypto Bliss community, I'm telling you, you're going to make money in this altcoin explosion. All right. You're going to see 100x's come out of nowhere. Well, of course not out of nowhere because you've been subscribed to the channel, so you would have seen where they're coming from, right? And so $2.4 trillion Amazon is now hiring for a Bitcoin and crypto ecosystems lead. Something is coming big time. I certainly do agree here. Now, Bitcoin 4-year cycles, we can see 2013 is the green line, 2017 the red line, 21 the blue line, and 25 is currently the orange line. We, my friends, are right here every single time. Boom! Look at that parabolic in 2017. Look at this parabolic in 2021. And look at this parabolic in 2013. I think we're going to have a parabolic probably to somewhere up here. I would say at least 250, my friends. I think we're going to see 250, possibly even higher. I mean, we are so entrenched in liquidity about to flow, and I'm talking trillions into crypto, my friend. And of course, Bitcoin being the number one asset is going to absorb the majority of that. Please don't be fooled about all the other altcoin season. Even if like 3-4 trillion comes into altcoins, my friends, Bitcoin is going to have mega trillions come into it. Okay. And of course, President Trump now thinks that the Federal Reserve will big cut this week, saying it's perfect for cutting. All right. I love it. I think it's going to explode. I do believe that Bitcoin has entered its massive bull cycle, and so do many other people on Twitter and YouTube, etc. Okay. Bullish cross right here. Could we see a bull cycle, massive rally? Look at the rally that we have here and we experience, my friends. I believe we're on a massive parabolic run for the next couple weeks, 2 months. Fed rate will cut rates this week. Bitcoin will hit 150K. ETH will pump $10,000. Altcoins will go parabolic in days, according to Crypto Rover. My friends, I do agree, and he's been around longer in the crypto space, and he's made certainly more money than I have in the space thus far. So shout out to Crypto Rover. I am going to enjoy seeing this parabolic move, and I hope you are positioned with me. If you're not, use my Bybit link down in the description of this video below and go and get yourself up to $30,000 deposit bonus and go and get into your positions you need to get into to trade, to make money, to absolutely go parabolic with us here, right here on Crypto Bliss community. Now, just in, Goldman Sachs expects a wave of rate cuts until rates reach about 3 to 3.25%, which means 3 rate cuts in 2025, September, October, December, and 2 more in 26. This is according to Goldman Sachs, who just, might I say, originally just didn't give rocks about Bitcoin. In fact, slandered it to the bottom of the earth, right? Mr. Jamie D. Now, this is a shout out to my brother. Yeah, shares so much astrological energy out there and just guides in such a wonderful way. Shout out to you. Number one invested in Bitcoin. $1 invested in Bitcoin in 2009 would be $88 million today. All right. $1 invested in silver in 2009, and Etan, bearing in mind that we actually invested in silver in about 2011-ish, right? And we sold at a 3x profit, actually, towards the beginning part of this year before Bitcoin actually ended up going on its parabolic phase. On this phase, we sold our silver here, and we bought Bitcoin. So guys, we're up already on that, and that honestly is the power of this. And Etan, $1 would be worth $2.14 technically today, because it's only doubled technically, yeah. Whereas Bitcoin is $88 million. I mean, I can believe that because of the gains that Bitcoin has made over the more than a million, 1.8 million, 2 million% in the last 12, 13 years. So, my friends, 16 years. My friends, don't believe just anything that you see. Right now, you can see, cool, we're in a massive resistance pattern here. At this level, look at where we're at on the 618 on the crypto total market cap, excluding the top three. So this is the others chart. I expect us to start to crash through this area, especially with a stochastic momentum like this, and I do expect us to have a parabolic move, something like this. Now, if we're to do that, okay, actually, normally we would do this, right? So if we're to do that, and if we're to pull this up and just get some sort of level on that there right now, right? That's where we're at. So we could see this thing just boom right to that zone over there. And honestly, look at where we're at, $315 billion, meaning that we could see about 1 trillion. So that's a 3x of the market cap. Honestly, I think we're going to see much more this cycle. That's my personal view, my personal opinion. And so, even though we're having some little pullback here, honestly, on the altcoin season, I believe this is a nice breakout, a breather, and then the next absolute fudge cracking, slaughtering moment. I think this is going to break this chart here for altcoin season cycle. Honestly, I do think that. Let me know about your thoughts down in the comments below, especially while we're sitting only at a neutral territory with 53% on the fear and greed index, which, my friends, we haven't really seen the hundreds of percentages of gains in the crypto space just yet. In fact, we're red on the weekly, right? So I would expect these gains to start being made right here, right now. Once we see this total 3 market cap absolutely obliterate this high, boom, we're expecting this to absolutely just smash through here. Now, my friends, once the total, this is the total market cap. Once the total market cap does that, I believe we're gonna just rally right up to here, which is the target of the cup and handle pattern. And once we reach that target at 5.5 trillion in the total crypto market cap, I wouldn't be surprised if we had a strong pullback. And then one last massive rally, like an ejaculation that's busy happening here. Now, others, dominance, you can see here. Dominance confirms, meaning it's the dominant top 10 dominance, okay? Meaning that the top 10 coins in crypto right now, dominating coins in crypto, are about to get a massive rally through here. Okay, we haven't even had the buy signal here just yet, but we do have it on this market cipher, and the MACD is telling us, and the stochastic is already broken out. My friends, we're in for big treats and trades. Even here, I bought some more down here again. right now, because we're on that level, which is a very decent level, and horizontally we're at that point. I don't believe we'll break below there. We try to reach there, but that gives us somewhat a little bit of a higher low. So I'm going to reshape some of these patterns here, my friends, but let me go and show you one last magical pattern here before I leave you. Okay, look at what I discovered going through something here. This is the ETH BTC pair, and this is a massive bull flag pattern that is busy forming. Look at this, where it could find some support there. Okay, cool, bearing in mind the stochastic and where we are. The MACD is telling us we're going up. Market cipher is telling us liquidity flow is starting to come in. My friends, this pole comes from here. Have a look at that pole flag. Okay, right there. Okay, look at that move that level came from. Look at where, ironically, it brings us to, which I have previously spoken to you on a number of occasions on my channel here when I've been speaking about the ETH BTC pair. I said, and that's why we have the horizontal green lines here with a major amount of resistance right here, right here, right there, right there, right there, all through this entire zone, ironically leading up to that level. That's where I think Ethereum is going to outperform Bitcoin until, and then I do believe that all of the money will come back out of all the alts and back into Bitcoin, and then I think Bitcoin dominance runs up one more time. That's just my personal view. Let me know what your personal views are down in the comments and in the description of the video below. And of course, please make sure you are subscribed over there to the Crypto Bliss community. I look forward to seeing what happens on Wednesday, the interest rate cuts. And yeah, looking forward. We will be making lots of content for you over the next few days. So thank you for being here with me once again, and we'll see you on the next one.